NBL Now coming to you just moments after the MVP for the NBL 25 season has been handed out. Bryce Cotton with number 5, Joel Peterson and Damon Lowery. He's 5 desserts deep, if you do not mind. It's very good to see you, my man.
JP, my man, if you have not had the cream cheesecake and the custard tart, you missing out.
Well, no one got any because you had them all.
I got to put the calories back in.
Yeah, fair enough. What a night we've just had, as always, a spectacular evening. Shout out to our man Liam San Maria with a great tribute to Corey Homicide Williams as well, which was very heartfelt during the middle of the evening. But the story is Bryce Cotton, 5 MVPs. He now stands even further alone. Gazy with 7. Leroy's got 3. Bryce has got 5 in the middle of them. A duly deserved season.
Bryce is he is on Gazy's proverbial ass. So look, Bryce is playing lights out basketball. It could be an argument could be made that Bryce should probably already be on at least 7. But I love his humility. He's got a big game tomorrow, and he is locked in, as you can see by his post-award interview. He's ready to go.
Yeah, he's all business as usual. You consider Drewy won his 7 between 1991 and 1998. So 7 years or 8 years, 7 MVPs. Bryce now has 5 in his first 8 seasons in the competition. When there's so much depth around this league and that kind of thing, the way that he keeps performing is quite remarkable.
You know, and like he said, he's not in competition with anybody else. He's in competition with himself. He understands the history of the league, but he also understands what's important to him. It's like his individual legacy as opposed to how we in the media and everybody else view him. He's locked in, he's focused, he's humble. It's just a joy to listen to him as well as watch him play.
Yeah, it was interesting to hear him talk about his legacy in regards to his mum and his grandma as well, so it does mean so much to him. So duly deserved for Bryce Cotton, who won the fans MVP as well. He didn't win the 3 of the year, which I thought he might have had for that shot against Adelaide at halftime. That went to Tyler Robertson for his 3-quarter court heave. You were just talking to Justin Tatum, as well as everyone else in the room, mind you. Coach of the Year, Justin Tatum. So last year a finalist, he took the Hawks from bottom of the table all the way to the play-in tournament and then into the playoffs. This year he gets the job done. They're top of the table as they roll into the postseason.
Yeah, just as soon as Justin Tatum walked in, I congratulated him. I called him Shaft because he's one of the coolest dudes walking the face of the earth. But I said to him, it's been this time last year, the Final Four that he couldn't. There was an argument to be made that he was the Coach of the Year. But Dean Vickerman, to his credit, was first on the ladder from the beginning to the end of the season. So full credit to Dean Vickerman. Fast forward another season, Justin did the exact same thing with his team. Now he's on top of the ladder, much deserved. And he's happy with it, but he also knows it's not going to mean nothing if you don't win the whole thing.
And he hasn't been without his challenges throughout the course of the year. They've probably had a better bill of health than most teams, but I mean, you see it in the way that they talk in timeouts. They are engaged. They are locked into what he is saying. Whatever he has done since he got there with that group has worked.
Coaching is not about just X's and O's, JP. It's about people management. Can you get into a person's soul and make them love the game even more? That's what Justin Tatum does. He can only be around you for 30 minutes, and you feel like you've known this dude your whole life. It's a gift. I don't know how he does it. He should run a course.
I think you just walk through someone's phone. You approach the camera there. Someone on their commute just sitting there on the train, and they've got Damon Lowery down here. That's going to be a little bit frightening tomorrow morning. Shea Ili wins Defensive Player of the Year. I think that's probably goes without saying. Second one in a row for him, but again, I mean, this guy, and we've seen it so many times recently in the last couple of weeks, he's just at the top of his game.
Shea Ili is the remix of Damian Martin. He is the next version of the human straitjacket. I went over to congratulate him, and at the time I had like a plate of some, the caramel tart and the sweet cake, the cheesecake in my hand. He stole off my plate. Nothing is safe around Shea Ili. He is a one-man wrecking crew. He knows it, and the team revolves around him on the defensive end, and they're going to need Shea at his defensive best to try to make it to the championship series.
I'm going to have to consult my list here because the All-NBL teams are interesting. So at the first team, both Illawarra guards, Trey Cal and Tyler Harvey, Kendrick Davis, Cotton, Matt Hurt. So the 3 MVP finalists. Were you surprised to see both Illawarra guards there?
I was surprised because now that it's gone positionless since the last 2 years, 4 guards get in. I thought Bryce and Kendrick was a lock and one of the guards from Wollongong, Illawarra. I had Tyler in mind, but when they said Trey, I said if Tyler Harvey does not make the second team, it is a farce and we need a royal commission. So when they called him out as well, I thought, there you go. Sensational for the Hawks, sensational for backcourt play, guard play. You can't win without a good guard. So those 4, as well as Matt Hurt, I'm happy with it.
And then the second team was Casey Prater, which is a terrific comeback story. Montrezl Harrell, that's been maybe the story of this NBL season in terms of what he's done with the fans in the city of Adelaide. Chris Golding, Xavier Cooks, and Sam Froling makes his first All-NBL team as well.
I'm actually happy for Sam. I didn't have Sam in mind, but what do I know? But I thought Sam is an anchor of that defensive team for the Hawks, that center position. He's had a rock-solid season. Xavier Cooks, yep, no-brainer. I actually had Xavier my first team, as well as Chris Goldie. The league has never been this talented. You could have made a legitimate argument for at least 12 guys to be a first-team All-NBL.
Next Gen Award goes to Alex Tui, most improved player of the season. Didn't go Taron Armstrong's way. He wasn't a finalist in there. I'm going to have to check the list. It was time ago. It was Tyrell Harrison, who you think about his season, of course, you didn't see him at the end of the year, but he won the Blitz MVP at the start of the year, came in with big things planned, and maybe not exactly what the Bullets wanted, but nice reward for the big man.
I'm disappointed, Joe. I'm disappointed Taron Armstrong didn't get nominated. Yeah. I ain't been this disappointed since Michael Jackson broke up with the Jackson 5 and went solo.
I thought he was going to come away with something from tonight.
I mean, this dude, from last year, he missed a lot of games due to injury, but he was dominant in his role. Obviously, his team didn't have the success. No disrespect to Tyler Harrison, because I actually had him high up, and had he not got hurt. Suffered a head injury, concussion, limited his productivity. But to Taron to leave with nothing, you know what he's going to get, though? An NBA shot.
And a little bit of that, hopefully. Mel Watts wins Executive of the Year. Majuk Deng wins the Game Time by Kmart Award as well. So a couple of the other awards going out throughout the course of the nights. And that's always an important part to recognise some of those, the minor awards as well. We do have a game tomorrow, which seems very strange. All right, we're at Centrepoint, but tomorrow night we go over to Perth, back to Challenge Arena where we started the year in Hoops Fest. Perth, Southeast Melbourne. That is going to be a belter. How does it shake out?
Wow. Hey, look, it's so hard to call because right now this is a serious basketball. Like everybody's sitting there tonight, everybody is 0-0. All the regular season stuff doesn't matter. Perth not having a full-strength Red Army. 15,000 would have been there. Now they're looking at maybe 4 to 4.5. They're going to be loud, but I feel like the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix, there's something about them. I think they can play a longer version of good defense than where Perth can play. Now, Bryce is going to be Bryce, but I feel like they can just possibly hold him to under 30. If he doesn't get 30, they win. Sean Bruce, shout out to Horsham Hornets, Sean Bruce.
I reckon Bryce is going to have 42, and I think Perth are going to win, and we'll be back here on Sunday in Melbourne as the Southeast Melbourne. Of course, we've got Thursday night, Adelaide and Sydney, up in Sydney as well. That is going to be massive. Shout out to Paul Mabry too. He was the one I missed out of the referee of the year. He was the other award that got handed out tonight that was very well deserved. So you reckon Southeast Melbourne take the Chockies?
In a very, very close contest.
That's going to be an absolute ripper tomorrow night. That is our seeding qualifier, playing qualifier on Thursday night. More NBL now during the week. Do you reckon there's any desserts left?
If there is, I'm going back in.
Have fun. Always good seeing you. Look forward to seeing you again very soon. Damon Lowery here, the Dessert King, signing off from the NBL Awards, the Gazies. Bryce Cotton wins his 5th. He's entering rare air and building on an already unbelievable legacy. Stay tuned. Game action coming at you when the play-in tournament starts tonight.